If you're a Gen Z or a millennial and you are just getting into credit cards, listen up. There is a very simple strategy that lets you earn points on literally anything you buy. And then you could start using those said points to start flying first class and staying in luxurious hotels. It is called the Chase Trifecta. And yes, I am personally using this strategy as well. I actually just went to Austin, Texas a month and a half ago for 5 days and literally everything was paid for. And tomorrow I'm flying to Canada for a week, which has also been paid for by credit card points. Whether you're a student, you're fresh out of college, or you are just tired of hearing, build your credit score without any real guidance, this video is for you. I'm gonna be explaining why Chase has the best ecosystem for earning points, how the Chase Trifecta actually works, and how to navigate this whole points world without getting any high fees or unnecessary debt. Starting off with why Chase is perfect for millennials and Gen Z. There is beginner-friendly credit cards in the ecosystem like the Chase Freedom Flex and Chase Freedom Unlimited. You can build a long-term relationship with Chase from beginning with free cards to then premium cards. The points can then be used for cashback, or a better option is staying in luxurious hotels or even flying for free. There is also no foreign transaction fees, which is great if you're going to be traveling internationally. Unlike some of the other systems out there, Chase is perfect for people who just want to keep it simple and scale up. You're not locked in, and the reward system is actually valuable. So what exactly is the Chase Trifecta? The Chase Trifecta is a 3-card system where you can earn max points on almost every category: dining, travel, and groceries, and even more that I didn't just name. Here's what it includes. Number 1, the Chase Freedom Flex, which has no annual fee. It's gonna get you a flat 3% on dining, 1% on everything else, and where the true beauty in this card is, you get 5% back on rotating categories. So basically what that means is, there's 4 quarters in the year, right? Each quarter has a different category that you're going to be getting 5% back on that card. So let me see what it is right now as we speak. So right now as we speak, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'll put up a screenshot right here. From April 1st to June 30th, 2025, we are getting 5% cash back on any purchases you make through Amazon. I believe last quarter was hair, so like barber or salon if you're a woman. What was the other one? Nordstrom and gas. So it was a pretty good one last month. I also order a lot of stuff from Amazon, so I'm racking in on this one as well. So you're gonna get 5% points back for every dollar you spend on whatever category it is for that month. That's the Chase Freedom Flex. The second one is the Chase Freedom Unlimited. So this card is super simple. All it is you're going to get 1.5% back on every single category. So this is a great card to pair with your Chase Freedom Flex, because let's say like right now, anything I want to order through Amazon, I'm obviously going to be putting on the Chase Freedom Flex. Anything else that is not through Amazon, I'm going to be putting on the Chase Freedom Unlimited, because the Chase Freedom Flex only gets a 1% back for anything that's not Amazon right now, or dining, because it's 3% dining. The Chase Freedom Unlimited, basically you're getting 1.5 back on anything. So you just get an extra 0.5, which definitely comes in handy. And then the last one is the Chase Sapphire Preferred, or the Chase Sapphire Reserve if you want to go premium bougie status. I personally have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, so I'll just break that one down here. But I'll go over real quick the Reserve as well at the end. So the Chase Sapphire Preferred, it is a travel card. So obviously, anything that you're going to put on that card that is travel, you're going to be getting a 2x. So 2 points per dollar spent. But where the real value is, any travel that you book through the Chase portal. So if you have this card, you should be booking your travel through the Chase portal, because you get a 5x, 5 points for every dollar you spend. So you can really rack up if you travel a lot. You also have some extra bonuses in here, like a $50 hotel credit. So you could use this once a year. I'm using it in Canada. I'm staying at a hotel that's $80 a night. They knock off $50, so I only spent $30 for that night. You also get free DoorDash, and anytime you rent a car, you also get free rental car insurance. It just covers that if you have the card, so it definitely comes in handy. Now the Chase Sapphire Reserve is basically everything that I just named, but you're going to be getting 10x when you book travel through the Chase portal, so you could rack up a lot of points, obviously. This card does have a $450 annual fee, but this card can definitely still be worth it, because you also get a $300 travel credit now instead of the $50 one. So you can use $300 to go do whatever you want travel-wise with that. And you're also going to be getting free TSA pre-check or global entry, which is basically TSA pre-check, but a little better. And that's $120. So already with the $300 credit plus the 120 TSA pre-check, that's $420. So really for the card, you're not spending that much on the annual fee. See how this could be worth it? I'm personally going to be getting this card soon. My credit score is just not high enough yet. Sad. So those 3 cards are going to cover every single category, as you can see, and you're just going to be racking in the points that you can then go travel with. Also, a bonus tip. Anytime you're going to be using your points, I would use them with Hyatt if you like Hyatt, because Hyatt has the best value for a buck. I personally don't really ever stay at Marriott's. I don't use my points for flights or anything like that, really. I mean, you can. There's nothing wrong with it. You're still getting a good deal. But Chase with Hyatt is like Kobe and Shaq. All right, so here's how the Chase Trifecta actually works. This is a real life spending example I wrote down for you guys. All right, so I wrote this down for you guys. I'm gonna go through it, read it now. So let's say you're spending $300 on dining and you're putting that on the Chase Freedom Unlimited, which is a 3X. You're gonna be building 900 points off that $300 spent. Let's say you're putting $400 on your grocery bill and you're putting that on the Chase Freedom Flex. Let's just say groceries is that quarterly category. So you're gonna be getting 5X there. You're gonna be getting 2,000 points off that $400. Then, let's say you have $100 worth of subscriptions and you're putting that $100 on the Chase Freedom Unlimited, so you're getting a 1.5X. You're gonna be getting 150 points off that $100 spent. Then let's say you spent $200 on travel. You went on a little trip, congrats. You put that on your Chase Sapphire Preferred, which let's say you didn't book through the Chase portal. I told you should have, but you didn't. You're gonna be getting a 2X on that, so 400 points off that $200 spent. And then let's say just random stuff, $300. And let's say you put all that on the Chase Freedom Unlimited, so you're gonna get a 1.5X. You're gonna be getting 450 points off that. So your total value for the month, 3,900 points. That's what you racked up in that month, which would be 46,800 points a year. And that is gonna be worth about $1,100 if you book through Hyatt. If you don't book through Hyatt, it's gonna be worth about a $700 value. So as you can see, you can rack up a lot of free travel over the span of the year, but through Hyatt is where you're gonna get the most bang for your buck. So that's why I always go through Hyatt. But that right there, I mean, even if you don't go through Hyatt, that could still be a free flight to Europe. That could be multiple hotel nights. I mean, you can see how these points, this is money that you're already gonna be spending. Now you're gonna be getting free value. Chase Trifecta, baby. There's also options for cash back. I would never, ever recommend you take the cash back value because you're always going to be getting less value for your points. But let's say you do the Chase Trifecta and you do want cash value, I'll just break that down real quick. So if you were to take the cash back route for all those points that you just racked up, that would only be worth about $580. So yeah, as you can see, you're leaving a lot of money on the table by taking that cash back, but teach their own. Now you may be asking, well, do I just order all the cards at once? Like, where do I go about now? Let me explain this. So here's the move if you are just getting started. You are barely dipping your toes in this points world. I would recommend getting the Chase Freedom Unlimited. You're gonna get pretty much instant approval. You're gonna be getting the cashback option now, ultimate reward points later, which I would just rack up the points on there and not even use them yet. Just save them for when you could get one of the Chase Sapphire cards. And you could just use this card for literally everything. It's so simple, 1.5X on everything, 3X on dining. You could just rack up points as you go. Use it for pretty much everything, but use it responsibly. Make sure you pay that card off. Then after 3 to 6 months, I would go on and get the Chase Freedom Flex card. Use it for whatever category it is for that time. Like right now, Amazon, if you had the Chase Freedom Flex, just anytime you order through Amazon, make sure you're using that card because you can rack up points real fast with that card, depending on if there's some good categories that quarter. Then once you have some credit history, maybe 6 to 12 months of running those 2 cards, that's when I would go and apply for the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Or if you do have the credit score already and you want to jump right into the Reserve, that's a good option as well. That's when you unlock the full Chase ecosystem. You'll be able to use those Chase Ultimate Reward points so you can start partnering with Hyatt and Marriott, get all this good bang for your buck. You don't need to get all 3 at once. I wouldn't even recommend doing that. Just slowly build to that 3-card combo. Now that you are ready to go, you're ready to dabble into this points world, take advantage of the Chase Trifecta, there are some problems you're going to want to avoid here. Number 1, try not to carry a balance because that interest could kill your rewards. If you're spending more on the interest than you are getting back in points, then you're not really advancing here. The whole point is to be building some real points wealth. Number 2, don't apply for too many cards at once because that can hurt your credit score, but I just broke down how to do it the right way, so we're good there. Number 3, don't redeem your points for low value stuff like cash back or gift cards. I would just not do that. These are travel cards, so the whole point is to go and travel, right? And the last tip is to combine those Freedom cards, the Chase Freedom Flex and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. Combine those points with your Sapphire points because that is really where you're gonna rake in the deals and travel for pretty much free. The Chase Trifecta is literally built for us Gen Zs and millennial people. I mean, money that you're already gonna be spending daily, now you're getting free travel back. Why would you not take advantage of this? Sets you up for free travel and builds your credit? Yes, count me in. Links to all the cards are gonna be down below in the description of this video, but only sign up for the cards if you know you can pay them off. Like, don't be going crazy now. The whole point is to pay them off so you don't have all this interest that you can't pay off, and then you're not advancing at all. Comment down below if you're gonna be taking advantage of that Chase Trifecta, or if you have a different card combo that maybe you want me to break down or you think is better. Comment it down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.